What does it actually take to build those coalitions right now in practice, not just in theory?
Yeah, it's a good question. And I would say that it's actually we've been able to make more progress than I would have expected in the last year, in part because of how severe and how clear the threat has been, that there are people who, would not necessarily have that as their orientation under normal circumstances, who are a lot more willing to say, as a strategic matter, we got to adopt a kind of a united front in this moment. I think a lot of it is like, how can we collectively align on what holds us together in a no posture? We're really guided by a framework around how you get out of a democratic backsliding situation, how you turn that around, that requires a no coalition and a yes coalition, both operating at the same time and with some of the same actors. And the no coalition is essentially the big tent, right? It's everyone who can collectively come together and say, this is not acceptable. We are going to push back. And you don't have to agree on anything beyond a general sense of this is not acceptable and we got to push back. And then you also need a yes coalition that has like a real political vision for what should come after, that's capable of persuading people who are not going to be persuaded by just a blanket no, that there's something that's worth fighting for, investing in, coming out for. Those two things have to happen at the same time. And I think we actually saw this sort of in some really interesting examples over the course of 2025. No Kings was intentionally constructed as, kind of a big tent, everyone's invited, asking different constituency groups in at the front to say, like, we want to really have representation. We want to make sure that there's labor at the table, that there are veterans at the table, that there's civil rights and LGBT rights, that there are faith leaders at the table, that everybody is invited in to construct that collective story together and to push together. And you also see folks like Zoran Mamdani in New York, who is advancing what I would describe as like the yes coalition vision of, this is actually why you should believe in politics in the future, not just why you need to resist and push back against authoritarianism. Those two things have to actually coexist.